objectives, if he chooses to complete them, are to complete a collection of information about the topic from numerous sources. Then carefully support your points and opinions with specific facts, examples, and illustrations gathered through your research. His time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Rearranging the room for the past 3 years since retirement from construction, Lee has been involved in Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Boy Scouts, captain of the Harley team. He's teaching diesel mechanics at TMCC. And he also has time to play AT golf. With that, please help me welcome Lee Ruff, enjoying life. Enjoying life, Lee Ruff.
Whoa! What was that? That wasn't me putting. That was the guy on the green next to my tee box. I wasn't very proficient at golf when I first started. However, I chose to get better. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, why did I pick up golf? I have lots of interests. Well, I just got fascinated one day watching it on TV, and I couldn't believe it. And I said, what's so hard about taking that little itty bitty ball and driving it down in the most beautiful place in the world into this little 4-inch hole? What could be harder? What could be hard about that? Trust me, it's a lot harder than it looks. I started playing golf about 3 years ago, and I was terrible. So I started watching it on TV a lot to learn. That's where I started learning. Then I figured it out that, no, I need more than that. I went and played in a charity golf tournament. And lo and behold, during that charity golf tournament, I was so good I won this. Not really, I won it at the raffle. After I did that, my wife says, well, maybe for your birthday I'll buy you some irons. So she bought me some irons. Now, basically there are 4 kinds of golf clubs to play the game. Those of you who haven't ever played. There's drivers, there's fairway woods, there's irons, and of course, the all-important putter. Half the game is putting. If you can get all 3 things to happen, you're a great golfer. That's your driving, on the fairway, your short game, and putting. I have never successfully been all 3 at once. And it's challenging. So, I decided I needed a book to learn how to play golf. And Gary McCord announces golf, and he's a pro, but he never won any major tournaments until he became a senior pro. And this book is full of facts about everything in the game. And the first thing he tells you is, get a good instructor. That's my next step. I haven't got there yet. All you need is some clubs. You need some tees and of course the ball. If you're gonna play, you need a nice glove. If you're right-handed, you want a left-handed glove. If you're left-handed, you want a right-handed glove if you're playing left-handed. I am left-handed. However, I chose to play right-handed. Why? I haven't got a clue. Then I did some research. A good friend of mine used to be a pro golfer. Matter of fact, he was the pro out at Thunder Valley out there in Washougal. He's finally got his amateur status back. And first thing Alex told me is you have the worst grip in the whole world. And that's gonna follow you your whole life. So you gotta grip the club right. So how do you do that? Well, he says instead of just grabbing that old club and just doing this, he says you need to use your wrist and not this way, this way. So what do? You put the club in your hand and you point your thumb down. You want your club at a 45-degree angle to wherever you're at. And you put your other hand there and you point your two thumbs so these V's there. And I've been practicing that and I've improved my driving ability 30 to 40 yards, which is a lot. Now I have been known on the tee box to make it past the woman's tee box. Those of you who know golf know what a tee box is. Those of you who don't, that's where you start off and you get to use one of these little wooden pegs to put your golf ball up because, believe it or not, that little thing is hard to hit on grass. So if you can get it up above the grass, you're in great shape. Then you get out in the middle of the old fairway and you want to use a fairway wood and or an iron. This is a brand new club. I just got it. It hasn't even touched the ground yet. And the reason I got it is because my daughter and son-in-law said, Dad, you need to take golf lessons. So they gave me a gift certificate to take golf lessons. Well, I lost the certificate. But my daughter, being who she is, had kept the receipt. And on that receipt she wrote, in case Dad loses the gift certificate. Well, it only was good for a year, and that year is almost up. So I ran down and I bought this club 40% off. I'm looking at a $250 club and I got 40% off. So that enabled me to get 2 clubs. Now this one has touched the ground because I was flogging the ball in my yard yesterday. Flogging is golf spelled backwards. I have done that quite a bit. Now when you're going to address the ball, you know what address the ball is? It means write it a letter.
Yeah.
No. The longer your club is, and the further away you are from that little hole that you want to hit, you want the ball here. Now as you get into an iron, you want to move the ball in the center, so you're hitting down on the ball. And you get your grip. You want a 45-degree angle. Now the 2 hardest things are to keep this elbow straight and this down. That is almost impossible to do. However, as I've gone on and on, I've learned that you only get to go around once in life, as far as I know, and you better enjoy life while you're doing it. Take time to enjoy life, and what could be more enjoyable than being out on a golf course, beautiful grass, trees, people that you're going to meet. And I met some really fun people out on the golf course. And there are a few jokes about that. So remember, get out there and enjoy your life, because sometimes it might be tomorrow you're gone. Mr. Tucker.